treasure hunters, adventurers, the only words that face in a thread, it's trusting your friends. In Venturesome, a game created by Michael Renick and illustrated by Paulina Opak, it's a game for 2 to 5 players, and a game will last approximately 20 minutes. And our objective would be to grab the most victory points at the end of the game, facing threats and making the best expedition of all time. Okay, with this setup, we're ready to go to play Venturesome. Let me show you what I have put on the table just to know how to begin to play the game. You have the character pile card, that it's this one. You have the threat one and the intimidation card pile. That would be the main 3 decks that we are going to have on the table. You're going to reveal from the threat card pile of the deck 3 cards or as many cards as players we're going to have on the game. You're going to shuffle all the decks and deal 6 cards of the character card to each player. But if you're going to be 2 people playing, note that you'll have 9 cards on your hand. And with that, we're ready to go. We're going to play Venturesome throughout 3 rounds in total. And in our turn, we're going to play cards from our hand to our personal space. That would be this one, creating a growing expedition of characters that will give you victory points at the end of the game. That would be these symbols right here on the corner left, up left on the card. As you can see, you have the cross, you have the map, you have the jewels, the cup, everything icons that will give you victory points at the end of the game. And it's very important to know that you cannot play same color character cards during the same expedition. Let me explain. So in here, as you can see, all players have different characters through the expedition, but it's not the same character twice. So when you get to the situation that you cannot play any more cards, it begins resolving the end of turn. That would be to face a threat card. So when you cannot put more characters to your expedition, you're going to take 1 threat card and resolve its effect. For example, in this threat card, it's saying that you're going to discard the purple, the red, and the yellow cards on your expedition. And with that, all the treasure points adjoined to that card will go away. So it's very simple to understand, because it's just you play a card, you play its effects that are here. So I recommend you to take the rule book, for example. For example, you have the professor, that we don't have it on here, or for example, the adventurer, that would be this one. It's the blue card that says, choose any other player and swap your hands. Do not reveal any of the swapped cards to the other players. So as you can see, you have all the references here on your rulebook at the end of the rulebook. Also, the explanation of the threat cards and the explanation of the intimidation cards. That, for example, the killer, that it would be this one, the assassin, says that you're going to take 1 of the intimidation cards that shows a character and says that you cannot play this character in any expedition of the game from now on. For example, if you already have the green character here on your expedition, you don't have to discard it, but you cannot play it again. Well, obviously, if you already have it here, you cannot play it anyway, but it will be affecting the other players on the game. So that would be a little bit how it's played. And about the punctuation, so if you repeat this process throughout 3 rounds, you'll see that after discarding, for example, let's do this threat card. No, discard the purple ones. I don't have any. Discard the red ones and the yellow. So this one would be discarded. It would go right here. All the discard cards will go to the pile of the discard cards of the character deck. And with this, the rulebook says that I think it's 1 point at the end of the game. So all the cards that remain on your personal area at the end of the round, you keep them away and you keep them for the rest of the game for the punctuation. And you have one point of victory for each artifact and icon, and additionally 4 points of victory for each set of 4 different icon sets, for example. So it's 1 point for each and 4 points for each set of 4 icons differently. You have, for example, also the little medallions or the little gems will give you 1, 2, or 3 points at the end of the game. And also the map, if you have 1 point of victory for each card of the different colors of maps in the game. And with that, actually, it's pretty simple to learn. It's just shuffling, trading, thinking strategically how to collect and put all the characters in your expedition, thinking about the threads, because when we end the thread, you have to just swipe it over, and then the other 2 threads will be available for the 2 players. The next player that cannot put any cards will do this action again, and the last thread will be to the last player. And with all that being said, here you have Venturesome. It's a fast-paced card game. It's very thrilling and it's wonderful for playing with friends. So get on the comments and tell me what's your favorite character on Venturesome. See you in the next video. Bye-bye!